One of the reasons why we also formed Tuklas is for people to know that heritage is something experienced. It's not just something you take a photo of.
To like more advanced or anything. Okay? So me, in Tuklas, gusto ko sana whoever I come to deal with, parang to take a break and a step back, tapos balik muna tayo sa sinuunang panahon in our imaginations para ma-appreciate natin kung saan tayo nanggaling at saan tayo ngayon.
We've been formally registered in 2015, but we've been doing activities since 2009. It started with what we call sandbox archaeology.
Project siya before na ArchaeSoc, which was a local student group of ASP. We had people asking us if we can do a sandbox for them. And then we had more and more of those people asking, so we just decided, baka kailangan natin ayusin to at create a formal group.
People from the past, they broke the shell in half to get the meat inside.
Ang gusto namin mangyari, it's both educational and experiential. So educational in the sense na natututo sila, di ba? So merong insights, but at the same time, experiential sila.
That's why we came up with different kinds of activities or services in Tuklas. You have sandbox, which is like teaching you what archaeologists typically do in the field when we excavate, when we analyze. We basically let students or kids or people experience archaeology in a sandbox, and then we put artifacts for them to excavate, and then we also have archaeo trails.
Archaeo trails is more than just a tour. I would rather call it like a movie lecture kasi it's not about just like showing what this place is, what it's about. No, it's about learning a lesson from the things you see and interacting with it. No? So that's why aside from just yung one-stop lectures, no, nagbibigay kami ng mga interactive activities for them to have a better view or better understanding about their own history and heritage.
Also, if you notice, part of archaeo trails and sandbox is the Paleolithic subsistence activity, which is what they have with Dante, one of my colleagues. By experiencing that, people get to visualize more and to understand. And when I say understand, just really experience what it's like, no, to try to make your stone tools, to try to hunt, and to try to cut your meat, ganyan.
That's what I like students to experience. Hands-on, hindi masyadong ma-lecture. They just try it to see for themselves kung ano mangyayari. At more importantly, bakit. Rules, so, writing.
Is it slack or is it gray?
The way I see it, people think that heritage is just about monuments or old houses, but heritage is actually both tangible and intangible things.
Many are asking, do we have like civilizations beyond before the Spanish period? No? Well, that's the reason why we have Tuklas, for them to know. We do have already complex culture before the Spanish came, no? Literacy-wise, even political and economic-wise.
We were something before European contact. We were something before we were called the Philippines, and these were different islands with different culture and different practices. And it's a beautiful thing to know.
Ang hindi nakikita ng mga tao, for me, ay ang lahat ng bagay ay affected ng heritage. Maraming mga katanungan or mga issues ngayon ay kung titingnan lang natin kung saan nagmula, ano ang perspective ng mga iba't ibang tao, iba't ibang mga komunidad, ay masasagot natin or mas maiintindihan natin, at siguro makakagawa tayo ng more encompassing na solutions, especially when we talk about laws.
Just think about it this way. Just like a tree, If you don't have roots, or if you don't know your roots, how can you stand?
Without roots, you will able to ground yourself, to keep you in ground. So for you to be prosperous, you have to keep yourself rooted sa sa nakaraan.
Somehow, you have to be able to look back to something, whether tangible or intangible, for you to know your identity, where you came from, who you are.
It's okay na wala silang interes sa heritage. Pero ang gusto namin is makita ng mga tao kung gaano kahalaga ang heritage ay nakaka-apekto sa lahat ng bagay and our decision making in nation building.
So zoo meaning? Zoo. It's actually a porcupine. Yes. This practice has